So we're back here today. Today we're gonna do the quick little snack today. We're not gonna do nothing really big today. Today we're gonna do a nice little olive uh, cheese pizza. So what we have here, we got a just regular store bought a rising crust cheese pizza here. Go ahead and show it to you. Just a regular store bought rising crust. This is a five cheese pizza. Rising crust. Get your own store variety. So what we're gonna do here, we got three slices of sharp cheddar. We're gonna kind of like just break them up, put it on top of here, like so. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna take some red bell pepper and some pimentos and capers and some olives on top of here and just stick it into the oven. So we got two slices of cheese there going on there. Now we're just going to cut on here some red bell pepper. I'll show it to you in a minute. Show you how it's coming out, how it's looking. Looks pretty good so far. Just going to go ahead and slice up some red bell pepper right here. On top of that slice, sharp cheddar cheese. And spread it out like so. Okay. Here, look. Okay. Next, we're going to take some capers and just spread them out all over the pizza like so. I'll show you in a minute how it's going to look. Just spread these capers all across the pizza like so. Now we're going to go ahead and finish up with this extra piece of sharp cheddar cheese on top of the spreaded capers and red bell pepper. Okay, we got that. Now we're going to switch up and we're going to go to the mozzarella cheese. I'm going to use mozzarella cheese from here on out. So we're going to go ahead and add a layer of mozzarella cheese on top of what we just layered here, which is that extra one little slice of sharp cheddar. And we're going to go ahead and add a thin layer of mozzarella on top of that. Then we're going to start layering up our olives and pimentos on top of there and capers, and until we get it all layered up nicely. I'll show you that in just a minute. We have chopped olives here. We're not using sliced olives. We're going to use chopped olives. So we're going to just spread these chopped olives all over this one little single layer right here. I'll show you in a minute. It should be like two layers of olives on here for this olive cheese pizza that we're making here. Okay. That's not quite a full layer, but that's pretty good enough. There's the olives. Now we're going to go ahead and put on a few pimentos right in there, in between there, on top of the olives. I'm going to go ahead and put on some pimentos. Like so. Then we're going to go ahead and add another extra layer of mozzarella cheese. I got the oven already preheated at 375. I'm going to try to kind of just cook this a little slow because it's going to be kind of thick and dense. So we're going to kind of bake it at a low temperature so all this stuff can kind of get cooked through and baked all the way through on this pizza, because you don't want to cook it too fast and too high, because it's going to be kind of a a dense pizza with all of these olive pimentos and capers on here. So I'll show you what it looks like so far. Now we're going to just go ahead and layer on some more olives on top of here. Seems like I'm not going to have to use as many olives as I plan to use, so just one little can of chopped olives seem to have done the trick. But I really like olives on my pizza, so I may end up using a can and a half because that's just the way I like it. So I'm gonna do that. Yeah, I'm gonna have to use no, two cans would probably end up being better for it, as you can see here. Now I'm gonna go ahead and add some more capers to this, right on top of those olives. I just had a thick layer of capers on top of here. As you can see. Now we're going to add one more layer of mozzarella cheese. Just a thin little layer on top, not much. Just to cover all of that. Get all that covered. Now we're going to go ahead and finish adding the rest of our pimentos right on top. We've got one jar of pimentos. I'm going to go ahead and add that on top. And we're going to go ahead and slice up some more red bell pepper to go on top of these pimentos as well. Going to give it a nice little thick, rough chop on here. Told you I'm going to cook this pizza on low for about 40 minutes, so it could cook this all the way through. I got it preheated right now at 375. When I put this in there, I'm going to turn it down to like 325 and let it cook for about 40 minutes, so that way all of this actually should cook all the way through. I'll show you what it's looking like in just a minute. With the peppers on top and the pimentos, the olives and the capers. Looking pretty good. Now, we only have one more layer of cheese to add to this, so we're going to go ahead and finish up with our chopped olives. I'm gonna go ahead and just add them right on top. This here would be about like I told you, about a can and a half. This is gonna be like a can and a half. I'm not gonna do two whole cans of that. I'll do a can and a half. Put the olives there on top. Give you a look. Now we're gonna go ahead and add our last layer of mozzarella cheese. So you see this is a kind of a thick, dense pizza here. I'm gonna mash this down a little bit, kind of spread it around like so. Go ahead and add that on top, like so. As you see. Now, so I already got the oven preheated at 375. I'm gonna go ahead and stick this in the oven, turn it down to 325, let it cook for 40 minutes, and I'll see you then.